All right, so here it says to first uh, click segment with a given length. Okay, so I then click in my screen. See point A came up. Here's my length. I'm going to type in 3 and push OK. And you see there's point B. Now I need to go back to the move tool, just so I don't make anything crazy. And I'm going to right click on point B. And you see here's that option for show trace. Now, as I take point B and move it, I can start to see, well, what shape is being created as I move it around. Because it always has to be the same distance away from point A. And what I notice is if I take it around and make sure I do a real good job tracing here, I see what I end up actually making is a circle. And the reason for that is that I know that what I'm creating with AB, that segment, is the radius of the circle, so that no matter where I move point B, it is always the exact same distance from point A. All right, so now I'm going to clear all this out. I can push the back button and just clear it back out. Okay, so the other part was to play with the other circle tools. So here in the middle is the circle tools. The first one is just making a circle with a center. And what I end up with, if I go to the move tool, is that A is my center, and what B represents is the radius of the circle. So as I move point B, I can make my circle larger or smaller, whereas point A, it'll also change the radius, but it also changes the location of the circle as well. I'm going to delete that. Delete point B. So the next one down is circle center of radius. So this is really nice. It's kind of like that idea of having the segment with a given length. I first put my radius, or I put my center of my circle, and then I can type in a given length that I want to deal with. So this is nice if I know a specific size circle I need to work with. So here I have a circle that has a radius of 4 units. And what's nice, I can move it around, and it's always going to be 4 units. What you notice you lose is that point B on the circle, but that's fine because again, I'm not trying to change the size of my radius. All right, the next one is the one called the compass. Now, with the compass, what I need first is a segment of some length. So I have to know some length that I'd like to have it, because if I go here to compass, what I need is I have to have some measurement, and then I'm going to click somewhere on the screen to put that. So it's a little bit different type of method. So let me go back and delete that again. So the first thing I do with it is I need, if I do compass, is I need the length of the radius I want. So I'm going to say segment AB. I click on that, and then I click where I want the circle. So it's very similar to that circle with a radius, but if I don't know the exact length of the radius, instead I want it to be the length of a specific segment, this allows me to click on that segment versus having to use a measurement. So there is some value to that. And then the last one needs 3 points. So the last option I have here is circle through 3 points. So I can click on point A, point B, and point C, and I'll end up with a circle that goes through these 3 points. And so it's a little bit different type of circle. It allows me to do a couple unique aspects to it that's different than anything else. The one thing that I'll lose is the center of the circle, which I can find by creating the diameter, but it's a little bit easier when my construction starts with a center. So, but this may have some value depending on what we're trying to do.